Hey everyone, this is Chris here with Elemental Play, and today I'm going to open a fan-designed game. This game doesn't officially exist, so you can think of it what you want, but it is the Fire Emblem, what is it? Fates? What's the Heroes? Fire Emblem Heroes. That's what it is. Fire Emblem Heroes game. Yeah, I can never think of the subtitles. Um, this was made by a fan, someone who loves the Fire Emblem games, someone who's a big anime fan. Um, he's known as Brother Ming. He created a print and play copy of this. Um, I have effectively a production version, but like I don't know if I can really call it that because it was really just me taking the print and play and going out and getting it produced. This is the only copy that I have my hands on, and I'll be right up front with it. I don't have the files anymore, so don't ask. I'm not giving contact information for you. You can find it. It's just this is a thing that I have, and I want you to see it because I think it's kind of cool. Um, the guy who created this did get an NDA from Nintendo, and he obviously doesn't want to get stuck in legal stuff. And I don't blame him. Nintendo's a big company. It's a scary thing to get an NDA from a company of their size and their age. So I really don't want anyone to look at this and be like, "Oh, this is stolen property, stolen IP." In this particular case, he, you know, relinquished all of that. It's not. This wasn't. Um, this wasn't a for profit thing or anything. It was just they were print and play copies. It was kind of neat. He made them. So Nintendo, don't go after him. He did the things. Um, so I'm gonna show it off anyway. This was the box that he created. I thought it was neat. I got it printed. A company printed it and sent it to me, and so it is factory sealed, but it is also just his um, stuff. So let me go ahead and crack this open, and you can take a look at it for yourself. Let's see. Oh, okay. I can't even get the knife under it. It is a very tight seal. Um, Actually, first I should show you. I had to pick up some little standees for it. I knew that I was going to need those. There is a. He actually made a card holder for it, which was cool. So I've got this printed as well, and again, it's just the characters. Some markers for it. He really put a lot of thought into this. This he's smart. He's probably going to be a pretty good game designer one day. Um, I think his concepts are good, so give him some credit, and I hope to see his name on some games in the future. Um, so this box is cute. It's not super high quality or anything, but it's got a nice little wrap on it, as you can see. Here's the inside here. Here are our land tiles. Remember, this is based on a mobile game, so it's a kind of a tap and drag concept. So these are the board tiles. You effectively create your board in different ways. Let's open this. Let's see. So a whole bunch of different land tiles, and you can spread these out and set them up kind of like the video game. I believe you do it in a 3x3 pattern. I don't remember. I haven't read through the rules yet entirely. I just thought it was kind of neat because I used to play this game on my phone. So there's your board, and of course there's a bunch of other tiles, and they are double-sided with different things on each side, which is great. So you have lots of variety in what you can end up with on the board here. We've got a bag of dice and little chips here. So pretty generic pieces, nothing special. Look at the job done for what you need them for. And then the part that I thought was really cool is he put a lot of effort into the cards here. Let me. No, actually, you know what? Let's start with the characters. So these are all your little characters. I'm gonna have to get some sleeves on these just because if I'm gonna have a copy of this, I wanna treat them right. There we go. So get that over there. Oh, these are so tiny. I can't even really hold them properly. Let me focus in on those a little. Now that we're doing cards, we'll look at them a little closer. There. Okay. These are a bunch of the characters that you can get. They're 2 poses of each character. I mean, he really put a lot of time and energy into this, and I really have to give him some credit for that. Can I? Oh God, they're so close. Oh, there we go. Okay. I mean, does this have like the? Oh, I can't even. So she's got 2 little poses there. I mean, this is really pretty great. These are all your character choices, which is amazing. I mean, even like the Easter variant, like that's so cool. That's even in there, that was one of my favorite outfits, and the Christmas ones, and they're just so much like detail was put into this game, and I think this sort of thing is the kind of thing that Nintendo should consider doing, because obviously there's interest in it, and I think they could probably have a decent market for this sort of thing. If anything, they should hire this guy and say like, hey, we are interested. Played a bunch of these characters when I played Heroes, so God, they're so tiny. I feel uncomfortable really holding them. So then we've got the your actual decks here, and let's open these up. These are your standard size like poker playing cards, whatever you want to call them. So let's get into here. And I mean, these look great as well. They've just got these generic backs. Normally you'd expect to say Fire Emblem Heroes or something on it. You can tell it's fan made because that's what he gave us for the print and play. So I really should look up how to actually play this. Maybe I'll put together an actual like a playthrough. So if someone ever wants to like replicate it, kinda, you can get into there. Oh, look, all the bridal characters. I mean, these are clever, right? Like I think he did a good job taking these and saying like, this is. I mean, he developed each individual character. Like it's pretty detailed. And this is obviously just a passion for him, something that he wanted to throw together. So, I mean, hopefully no one gets too upset about that. Easter Camilla, she was one of my favorite characters. And Easter Crom, I used to play him. I love it. It's cute. So nonetheless, the bottom line is you take these cards or these characters, you pop them in these little standees here that you can get from any hobby shop, or I'm sorry, art store. Art stores normally have them, and you set up these guys. You really don't need the standees, I guess. You can just set them like that if you really want to, and you move them across the squares as necessary. They have information on them about how they can move. They've got their range, their movement. So range is probably how far they can attack from. Movement, how much health they have before they die, and it plays very similarly to the mobile game if you've played it, where you just have to you have to kill all your opponent's characters. So it's kind of a replica of that, if I'm not mistaken, uh, but as a board game, and it's kind of neat. So, well, these are cute little cards of that. Oh, and here's your instruction cards. To play and command your units, seize control of the map center, earning points. Oh, you want to take control of the map center. Oh, okay. All right, that's a little different. 2 points per unit in the 2 center rows, 1 point per unit in the 2 off center rows. Yeah, neat. So, anyway, so that is the Fire Emblem Heroes fan made, not made by Nintendo, not Nintendo licensed. To be very clear, Nintendo had nothing to do with this um, board game. So it's out there if you want to dig around and try and get a hold of the print and play files. They're out there. I know Board Game Geek has a listing for this because it was fan made, and maybe you can find a copy of it out there somewhere. If you're a big Fire Emblem fan, this is kind of a cool thing to have in your collection. Definitely worth taking a look at and looking out for. But yeah, so there it is. Fire Emblem Heroes, the unofficial fan made board game. So thank you guys for watching. As always, this is Chris with Elemental Play. I am creating videos as much as I possibly can. I've got all sorts of Kickstarters coming in. I'll be unboxing those. I'll hopefully be getting some gameplay videos in soon. All my friends suck, so they never want to hang out with me and actually play board games. But that certainly hampers my plans. So like, subscribe, share, tell your friends that I'm super cool or not. Whatever makes you happy. And I will catch you next time on Elemental Play YouTube channel.